Let's finish up our landscapes. Finish outlining with Sharpie. Do all of the pencil lines that you drew, including that horizon line. If you have any extra lines that you need to erase, now is the time. So go ahead and erase any pencil lines that didn't get covered up. I'm going to start in the foreground with these big trees, and I'm going to pick one color. I'm going to pick green. So I'm going to get my paintbrush barely wet. I'm going for a very dark color. So I'm going to swirl and load up my paintbrush with a lot of paint. So go ahead and keep your paintbrush on its tippy toes like it's a ballerina, and paint your trees with the darkest green you can make, or the darkest color you pick. Go ahead and paint the other tree as well. Now I'm going to paint the ground again with a very dark green. Remember, a lot of paint, just a tiny bit of water. If your paintbrush starts getting dry and looking scratchy, a tiny, tiny little drip of water. Okay, we want the foreground, remember that's the area all below the horizon line, to be a dark green color. I'm going to leave my river alone for right now because we're going to do something special with that next time. Now, come on, Miss Martinez, you could do it. I'm going to paint my mountains medium green. So for the medium green, I'm just going to do maybe a little bit of paint and a little bit of water. Okay, so medium green. It should be lighter than the trees and the foreground. So I need a little bit more water for this one, and I'm going to kind of just keep spreading it out. Sky time. I am going to barely put any paint on my paintbrush. I want it super, super light green. So I'm doing a lot of water and just a teeny, 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 tiny bit of green. Oh, that's way too much, Mr. Martinez. Just keep spreading it out. If you get too much like me, just put more water on your paintbrush. Kind of drag that paint and spread it out. So we want the sky to be almost white with just a tiny little hint of your color in it. The last thing I'm going to do is I am going to do another layer of green on my trees. Now that they've dried a little bit, I can put another layer and it will make them even darker. Remember, foreground is going to be the darkest color of our whole painting. And I noticed, look, I messed a little spot on my ground. I'm going to touch that up and just make sure that I can see a medium part, a light part, and a dark part on all of this other stuff. And I'm going to paint those little trees maybe more of a medium color because they're towards the middle. Look, oops, I totally missed that part. So leave your river totally blank, and this is what we're looking for.